This is the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 6, and at this point, I've been using it for the past 2 weeks. I have so many thoughts about it. There are things I like and things I don't like, but it's an amazing device altogether. And in this video, we're going to talk all about it. There's also been a price increase as compared to the Z Flip 5, and I'll share if I think it's worth the price upgrade. I'm Dessy, and this is my Galaxy Z Flip 6 review. Let's start off with the design. As always, Samsung constantly puts out fantastic build quality when it comes to their devices, and the Galaxy Z Flip 6 is no exception. The first thing I noticed was the boxier design, which makes the device feel solid and great to hold in hand. I also noticed it's slightly heavier than the Galaxy Z Flip 5, which I've been using for the past year, though the weight on paper remains the same, so it's kind of weird. We're no longer getting the glossy edges we got on last year's devices. I always rock the Galaxy Z Flip 5 with the case because it felt slippery without it, but I'm confident enough to say I'll be rocking the Galaxy Z Flip 6 without a case. The matte edges make it difficult for fingerprints to be seen on the sides, which I really love, and overall makes it comfortable to hold in hand. There's also been subtle changes in design around the camera cutout, so whatever color device you have this time around matches the camera cutout, which wasn't the case for the Z Flip 5. We're also getting a redesigned speaker grille, an additional microphone on the top of the device for clearer audio when on calls. I've also noticed a stiffer and more tighter hinge, which is a good thing, but somewhat a bad thing. It makes the Galaxy Z Flip 6 feel more premium and durable, giving you the confidence of using a well-built device, but it's slightly difficult to open. According to Samsung, this is a smaller hinge from the Z Flip 5 and slightly reinforced as compared, which also helps in making the Z Flip 6 IP48 dust and water resistant. The biggest enemies of foldable devices are definitely dust and particles, so I'm glad this new hinge is an improvement to prevent some of these particles from getting trapped. Still on the hinge, according to Samsung, it also led to a reduction in the visibility of the crease, which I have kind of noticed a bit. This could be because it's a newer device comparing it against the Galaxy Z Flip 5, but time will tell if indeed these claims are factual. But all in all, the device has been well built. They're getting Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on the front glass and the back glass, which has led to an improvement in scratch and crack resistance, as well as drop resistance, but I'm not going to test that. As always, you get two screens on these new H Flip devices. The outer screen and your main screen, and the Z Flip 6 is no exception. The outer screen on the Z Flip 6 is the same screen you find on the Galaxy Z Flip 5, and I'm kind of disappointed it wasn't upgraded. It's still a 3.4-inch 60Hz Super AMOLED display with a folder-shaped cutout, which is still very good, but I was kind of hoping this time around it covers a much wider surface area like we've seen on other devices. It's still very bright. You can use it to read text, make use of it as a viewfinder for taking your selfies with the main cameras, and pretty much do the same things you could do on the Galaxy Z Flip 5. You still can't use every single app on the cover screen by default, but there's a way to make that possible. Downloading the Good Lock app will pretty much fix that issue. It's still the perfect way to make use of certain apps you frequently use rather than opening the entire device. But also a fun way to make use of the cover screen is for two-way translation with the Interpreter AI feature through Galaxy AI. You could make use of a device in flex mode and make use of Interpreter where you have a conversation in a different language with someone in front of you. You get to speak your native language and it translates and displays the language you don't speak to the person who speaks it. Works really well and makes you look very cool. On the inner screen, however, it's as gorgeous as you'd expect. It's still a 6.7 inches foldable LTPO AMOLED 120Hz display, but this time around, it has a peak brightness of 2600 nits. That's about 850 nits brighter than the Z Flip 5, making it more easier to view in direct sunlight, in outdoor usage, and also great for viewing content as usual. Nothing too drastic in terms of changes with both the displays on the Z Flip 6. The Galaxy Z Flip 6 comes with 256GB internal storage and 12GB RAM by default, a significant upgrade from last year's 8GB RAM. And this upgrade is one you notice right away. Switching between apps feels quicker, as well as the overall usage of this device. There's also been an upgrade in processing power thanks to the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor, making the Galaxy Z Flip 6 a powerhouse when it comes to things like gaming. It's also an 8-core processor if you're looking for information like that, and uses an Adreno 750 GPU. I can easily run the most power-intensive games like Genshin Impact and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile without any major issues other than a slight temperature increase, which is expected. Improvements in areas such as the vapor chamber allows the Z Flip 6 avoid overheating issues. Doing all these power-intensive activities does require an improvement in the battery, which Samsung has made with a slight bump in battery capacity. It's now a 4000 mAh battery, 300 mAh more than last year. Not a significant bump in terms of increment, but an increment nonetheless is something we welcome and is much appreciated. It's going to last you an entire day on a single charge for basic things like scrolling through Instagram or TikTok, but not intensive tasks like gaming. If that's what you're getting your device for, you might as well carry a charging station around. It however still supports 25 watts fast wire charging, 15 watt wireless charging, and 4.5 reverse wireless charging if you're into that. Let's talk about AI, which has been the center of smartphone software for more than a year now, with Samsung leading their devices with Galaxy AI. The Z Flip 6 runs Android 14, One UI 6.1.1, which brings new features to the Galaxy AI family. New Galaxy AI features include Circle to search for homework, which allows you to circle around math equations and derive answers instantly. Drawing Assist, Mini Sketch Assist, which allows you to reimagine images you've taken by including things that aren't there. So you can freehand draw an object in your image and the AI brings it to life within the image. Photo Ambient Wallpaper, which allows your wallpaper to adapt to certain weather conditions, amongst many other things. I'll make a separate video for these AI features, but on the surface, based on my test, they work 8 out of 10 most of the time. An area that received quite an upgrade are the cameras. Well, the main camera. It's a huge upgrade from the 12 megapixel on the Galaxy Z Flip 5. It's now a 50 megapixel f1.8 main camera with a 12 megapixel ultra wide, similar to last year, as well as a 10 megapixel selfie camera. The new 50 megapixel makes for great preservation of details in shots taken. Zooming all the way in, you clearly see why the improvement was needed. I took a few shots and did a comparison on my Instagram, and the results were interesting. So let's just do another one here. Blind test. Galaxy Z Flip 6 and the Z Flip 5. Which device took which image? Just leave your answer in the comments. It should be fun. All in all, the Galaxy Z Flip 6 is a device I really like. Having used the Galaxy Z Flip 5 for over a year now, I look forward to using the Galaxy Z Flip 6 even more. This is a device that has a personality in my opinion, from the way it looks, based on the color scheme, matching the overall device and camera cutout, as well as improvements that really require it, mainly the cameras, which kind of makes sense for the $100 price increment as compared to last year. If I didn't mention the price, it's $1,100 for the base Galaxy Z Flip 6. Let me not forget this, it's really important. If you did enjoy this video, kindly leave a like and don't forget to drop your answers for the blind test. Your answers will greatly influence my next video. And subscribe. I'm Dessy. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in my next video. Peace.